Greetings and welcome. This is Sucker for Mystery, episode 29 of Something in the Dark. I am your host and game master, Aaron. Something in the Dark is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing, using concepts and themes from the Supernatural Handbook, and is set within the connected version of Earth Prime that can be seen in many other offerings from the Untold Stories project. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20 based system, which allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. It is my personal favorite superhero RPG because of its mix of simplicity, flexibility, and depth. It also happens to have the best in game reward for players in the form of hero points. Now, these allow our heroes to reroll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use their powers in new and creative ways. Our heroes each get to start with one of these hero points, and they can get extra points for good role playing, funny jokes, phenomenally unfunny jokes, clever decisions, really stupid decisions, and for me using their weaknesses against them. They can also earn these points by your generosity. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player of your choice. We are a PL6 stream with PL13 aspirations. All of those likes, follows, and subscribes give us character points towards that goal. Now, a quick word of warning. Unlike some of the other shows and streams on our network, this show is rated M for mature. While it deals with superheroes and it is set on Earth Prime, this is intended as a horror stream. On this show, we will be dealing with issues of mental health, body horror, kidnapping, torture, murder, drug use, and similarly adult topics. This show is not suitable for younger audiences and may trigger some adults. In addition, while the show mostly takes place in real-world cities such as New Orleans, we are on Earth Prime, so there are fictional locations to deal with, and even our real-world locations will be slightly different. With all of that out of the way, let's meet our players for tonight, shall we? Say, happy birthday, heroes!
Happy birthday,
heroes.
You're old.
We are in the middle of birthday extravaganza. Last week was Jemmy's birthday. Today is Aunt Puppy's birthday. And next week is both Brandon and myself's birthday. So, you know, it's all birthdays all the time here on the Untold Stories Project.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah, you missed that.
There's something about the month of September that led all our parents to get it on.
Yeah.
This is my parents' honeymoon.
So, heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you're playing, where else our listeners can find you, and answer our question of the week, which is, what kind of monster do you find most interesting to consume stories about, whether that be reading, watching movies, watching TV shows, video games, whatever. And because it's her birthday, I'm going to start us off with Aunt Puppy.
Hi, I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Professor Daffodil Carey Pembroke. I don't usually start, so I'm like all confused.
Welcome to hell, buddy.
I don't know what's going on. Let's see. So for the question of the day, I am not not a big monster person, but I guess the monsters that I like best are the ones that you don't expect to be monsters. So usually they're human monsters.
Republicans?
So,
I mean,
but yeah, like, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not a vampire person or werewolf person, like, you know, where I consume a lot of those shows, or, I mean, I don't dislike them. They're fine. But I like more where you don't really see the monster coming. So, you know, yeah, that's usually the ones that I'm consuming. It's probably why I watch a lot of crime shows. So, on repeat to help me fall asleep at night. So, it's also why I studied serial killers in college. So yeah, so those are more of the ones you don't expect. Those are my sort of favorite type of monsters. So with that, I will pass it to Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the
My
Deuce.
favorite kind of monster.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm the apple jelly to Kevin's grape jelly of the jelly selection of the Untold Stories Project. I'm playing the mild-mannered priest, Lawrence Rains, or Larry, however you want to call him, and his dark passenger Babel. To answer the question of the day, I will go with the previous thought. I do like the thought of ghost and possession, of the somewhat alien or different perspective kind of comeback, in the same vein as being a possessed car like Herbie and the Love Bug. Because man, it's I'm just gonna ride this out till the season's over. I've got at least 2 more references. Stay tuned to see when that happens. But yeah, possessed car trying to inflict its will on the world, kind of creepy and interesting in many ways. There's a lot of layers to this onion, and I'm going to get to the core. And then we're going to make a sandwich, and it'll be great. So yeah, with that, pass it to the partner in crime, Jenny.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jemmy. I will be playing Alice, our wonderful warrior from Wonderland, and her little, not so little friend, the Jabberwock. Potentially. He might not show up much this episode. As for the question of the day, I'm going to be completely honest. I found it very funny when I heard Aunt Puppies, because my answer is, my dad can vouch for this. I have said something, and I will stand by it, which is my sexuality can be overcome by vampires. And I stand by the statement, because I do not like men, but vampires are their own category, in my opinion. So, it's not like I enjoy them in terms of the scare value, although sometimes there can be some really good character growth and stuff in vampire stories, but I just personally find vampires very hot. So, if someone says, oh hey, I have this really well-written romance and it has, like, vampires in it, my instinct will be, I'm listening.
Somebody
Because...
met Astarion.
I wish I could, but Baldur's Gate won't run on my PC, so despite owning it, I can't play it. We don't talk about that. Once I get to play it, I will be so happy. But yeah, vampires. I love vampires. Brandon.
Hi everyone, my name is Brandon. I play Orpheus and, well, just Orpheus right now. To answer the question of the day, I think I'm gonna have to go with my favorite, the same answer as my favorite genre of horror, and that is zombie. For pretty much the same reason. It's just you can do so much with that character. With the question of inevitability and exhaustion and everything that it entails, can be interpreted and reinterpreted in every way imaginable. It can be a simple, scary story. It can be a critique of a service sector economy, of capitalism itself, of racism. Like, there's just so many things that I can do. And then, of course, there's the fact that it is all zombie stories. It is a symbol of death. And so it makes sense why it's so variable, because death itself is a giant symbol that we have worked and reworked through our history. Just look at the tarot card. And with that, I will pass it to Alex, because he looks least prepared.
I'm totally prepared. And I've suddenly forgotten who I am. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Alex. I'm the line developer for Mutants and Masterminds at Green Publishing, as well as the producer around here and the GM for Freedom League Dark and the Multiverse of the Master Mage, which is back tomorrow. As for tonight, I will be playing the role of Marcus Moon, rehabilitated genocidal supervillain, probably.
I had your quotes. You're good.
Yeah, good. Air quotes. Good. As for the answer to the question of the day, my favorite monster to consume media about is probably also vampires. Not necessarily for the same reason as Jemmy, although vampires are hot. I mean,
but you're not saying that it's not.
It's a factor, but I also like how varied the lore can be, and I like how I like how much of it there is that it can comment on itself, and that there's just so much. Yeah, there's just so much, and I like the classifications of vampires and the history and just all that fun stuff.
And they're hot.
And they are hot. They're usually very hot.
Very hot.
And for the second part of the question of the day, I just want to say happy birthday, Aunt Puppy. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see how your game goes in a couple weeks.
I forgot the birthday wishes.
Yeah, I didn't actually say that because
Yeah.
Oh, I
We
read
love
it.
you, Aunt Puppy. I'm excited to meet you.
My
Good.
birthday wishes. I'm not going to say more about your birthday, so you don't have to blush anymore.
Well, with that, I will pass it over to Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play Harper Graves, the resident feral cat. And to answer the question of the day, vampires, but specifically Nosferatu style vampires. Because they're hot.
Because they're hot.
You like him bald, huh?
I'm weird. I don't know what to tell you.
Never going to talk about the way another cat cooks. You do you.
I also enjoy goblins. I don't know if they qualify as monsters or not.
Too. I mean, they're like every RPG starting monster, so. It's either goblin or slimes. Can I say slimes as an answer? The silly little goopy guys? Because those are cute.
Those are the best, aren't they?
The little like circle slimes that just have like 2 dots for eyes. Those are cute.
I just love
the
every
eyes.
monster. Monsters are so cool.
Yeah, that little guy too. Those little slimes are also cute. I like slimes are cute.
Please
That's
refer to
my
the
answer.
sign. He's just a little guy.
There's an
So
entire
Hey, just
to
a little
side.
guy.
remind everyone, the as far as the Untold Stories project goes, slimes are cute and vampires are hot.
Look, I'm just saying there's an entire game called Slime Rancher because someone realized we all like the beginning level slimes and they went, what if I made a game about making a little farm for them? And it did wonders because we all like slimes. They're cute.
But that's my answer. Also, for some reason, my resubscribe did not register, and I'm real upset about it. And I was gonna give my hero point to Aunt Puppy. Happy birthday!
This may
Okay,
be
I'm done.
actually
Aaron?
one adventure I need them for since I am actually physically here.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time
Danger.
Carrie was in the line of fire, it did not go well.
It did not go well.
no.
She
This
was a
time will be-
rather stationary object.
This
Mine
time will be
also-
much better. Yeah.
Mine that I just purchased also didn't go through, but I wanted to give mine to Aunt Puppy.
Oh, yay.
Mother her with the hero points.
You
Crown
go through
her.
it.
Well, I was like coming into this going, fuck, I put myself right in like super danger zone and did not use any points to make it any better.
Well, one way to bring your boyfriend back is to go
Go
So
get
I
him.
guess to go down and
Go-
grab him.
go to him.
Oh, shit snacks.
Man, this is
So
turning
Aaron,
good
it's
comic
back to
book.
you.
How many people are going to pull out of hell next session? Who knows?
So, my pithy answer for what my favorite kind of monster is my players. But
Attract.
my actual answer,
You gave birth to one of these. Well, you didn't give birth.
I
You
did not give birth to you. Let me explain some biology to you, child.
You helped create one of these monsters.
Look,
like
I
to
dropped the
change
timber
my-
off at the site. The construction worker did all the work.
I'm going to
Oh
change
my
my
God.
answer. My
Don't-
new favorite monster is a daddy mummy. That's just frightening prospect.
Okay, can we?
My actual answer, because I didn't actually specify like it had to be horror-based monsters, is kaiju. Because I do love kaiju.
Can vouch. He is. He was very excited when Godzilla -1 came out.
Godzilla -1 is on Netflix now. Yay!
I saw that.
That's
He
my
was
that's,
very excited about that.
Don't say anything about what happens in it. That's my reward for finishing all my work over the next 79 hours.
So you're going to watch it in 3 weeks?
No, the goal. I'm not going to sleep till I'm done with my work, unfortunately. But we'll see how that goes.
Please, Alex, sleep.
You sleep.
I can't. It's all due. It's all past due. It's Aaron needs my stuff. Fucking my client needs my stuff. Greener needs my stuff. Everybody needs my stuff, and I need to get it done.
Okay, but sleep deprived doing it doesn't normally result well.
I've got drugs. I'll be okay. I've got microdoses of meth to get me through the next couple days.
It's fair.
Welcome to the USP beginning. We are not doing good today.
Welcome
No,
to the adult
no.
stream, folks.
So last week, our heroes got all of Mab's kidnapped children back to where they belonged, except for the ones that they said, no, go ahead and keep them. They got
we had
Erica
good
back.
reasons for one of them.
What?
We had good
We-
reasons for one of them.
And the others said they wanted to stay. It was
So Matt
Yes,
didn't give
because
us
a
choice.
7-year-old should be trusted to make that decision.
Because Matt didn't
No,
really
but-
give us a choice on that one, though.
I would like to not be included in this with your use of plural pronouns, but moving on.
I don't like to be included in anything with your use of plural pronouns.
Anywho, they got Erica sent back down to New Orleans to be with her grandmother. And they began to investigate all of the strange going-ons that happened at the lodge on Mystery Mountain. They learned that the handyman, Tom Hackett, had been attacked overnight by something with suckers similar to a octopus, and that he was then poisoned with a poison similar to, but not identical to, blowfish venom. They learned that the current owner of the lodge, Reginald Sinclair Jr., having inherited the lodge after the death of his father, was trying to sell it. And that... So Carrie, doing her best British Karen impression, is trying to make it seem like she wants to purchase the lodge to cover their investigation. They also discovered that Suzanne Sinclair, Reginald's cousin, was in the lobby of the building investigating something. And that is where we left off with our heroes. We can pick up with the manager who is on their way to come and give you the tour, or if someone wants to go and confront Suzanne, that is an option as well.
Carrie's just patiently waiting for the manager, so
I mean,
if someone would like to confront her while we wait, Carrie will
Alice is-
pretend she doesn't know you.
Alice can't do that. Alice is sticking as your angry British bodyguard
Yep.
In her Gothic Lolita outfit.
in the Gothic Lolita outfit. I mean, the fact that she's in a Lolita outfit, if you know how much those dresses cost,
Yeah, don't kink shame Carrie.
We live in a superhero universe. I assume they see this stuff all the time.
I mean,
those dresses are expensive. So if the rich lady has a bodyguard in the Lolita dress, you just know that she's paying her
Fair.
bodyguard well.
also, if the bodyguard is wearing a Gothic Lolita dress, you really know not to fuck with her.
Yeah, we have to assume Carrie's a supervillain, and this is her Mercy Graves, is what I would think if I was.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is their Harley, isn't it? Oh no.
I have a lot of characters that ride a very fine line between superhero and supervillain.
She's like a billionaire, right? She's evil. Everybody knows that.
I mean, I really think that it just means that in the next game we play, Aunt Puppy has to play like a pure as gold Paragon type.
You need
I don't
you
think
need to
she
make your own
can.
Mary. I don't make the rules.
Oh.
Don't all look at me. We all love Mary.
I know, but I don't know if I can do that.
All right. Anywho, so what
I've
are
already
we just waiting for the
established-
manager?
I've established myself as part of the entourage, so I'm not going over.
All right.
I'm lurking around outside, so
Right. Let's go. Well, let's go over to Harper then. You're lurking around outside. What are you? What are you
Murder-
looking for outside?
I'm just sort of getting a lay of the land.
Okay.
See if there's anything particularly weird that stands out to me.
Sure. Give me either a investigation or perception check, whichever is better.
14.
Okay.
Cool. We're gonna have one of those days, I guess.
Yep. So what you can tell is the lodge is not huge. It looks like there's a central area, which is where the rest of the party currently are, which has the lobby. There's also like a stage gathering area where they could do performances or like holiday decorations. Currently it's unoccupied. There then are 2 wings, and the building is 5 stories high. Each wing looks like it has 5 rooms in on either, per floor, so 25 rooms total per side, 50 rooms total in the lodge. Nearby there is a little outbuilding where you would assume is where the mechanics and the control modules for the ski lift, which is still running because, well, you used it yesterday. Yeah, that's about what you can see. There's not a lot of people around, obviously.
Really cold and they're scared.
Yes, although it is no longer quite as terrifying.
I'm gonna head over toward the outbuilding.
Okay.
And just sort of see if I can get in there for a closer look.
Sure. So looking in, it is a very small building. I mean, it's maybe 15 by 15 feet in size. There is a desk, and the mechanics, the actual engine that is connected to the gondola cables, not gondola cables, but ski lift cables. There's some mechanics that are designed to, control those cables. At the desk, you see, and I'm not even going to ask you for stealth because he's not paying any attention. There is maybe a 20-something man sitting there with a laptop open, playing Baldur's Gate 3.
So it's a nice laptop.
It's a nice laptop, but
Not Lenovo.
It definitely has to be.
I mean, I speak once again. I want to play, but I can't.
But yeah. So he's just kind of, the system mostly runs itself, so he's there kind of as a precaution, but shouldn't be called upon to do anything unless something goes wrong. And what are the odds of that?
I'm just gonna sneak up behind him and go, "You get paid for that?"
You're not supposed to be here. Are you a guest at the lodge? Because you're not supposed to come into this area. There was a sign on the door and everything. The door's locked. How did you get in here?
Door's not locked. Door was open.
Door should have been locked. Yeah. Look, I mean, like, if there's actually people going up and down the mountain, I pay more attention, but right now it's just kind of running on its own because there's nobody using it. So, yes, I get paid to play on my laptop.
Interesting.
Please don't tell Mr. Sinclair.
So Harper will just go, so the employees play video games during watch times. Just make note for the offer. Thank you for your time, and I'll turn around and walk out the door.
We're just gonna give everyone here anxiety.
Look, if they're getting bought out, they're not keeping the employees anyway, right?
Probably not.
Well, they're definitely not keeping the kid that's supposed to be in charge of the ski lift. Probably the most dangerous thing on the property.
But what else is Bruce gonna do? He has no qualifications.
All right.
I'm just saying, maybe we assess him. Who did you romance in Baldur's Gate? That'll be our judging. Were you wasting your time at least going for the right kind of character, or?
Anywho.
And then I will eventually make my way inside.
Okay. So after a little while, there is a probably late 40s, early 50s something Latino man who will come down and say, I understand, Miss Pembroke, you're interested in making an offer. Mr. Sinclair isn't here right now, but I've been instructed to show you around. Obviously, I don't have any ability to negotiate anything, but I'm happy to show you around.
I like that he's terrified of Carrie, and she's just like gonna be like the nicest person to him. She was only mean because she had to get in here. So Carrie will look at him and just be like, "Oh yes, of course, that's not a problem. I just didn't want to be inconvenienced at the fact that I was already in the area and they were telling me that he was unavailable, and I just really wanted to get it. I'm just getting a really interesting vibe from this place."
Yes, well,
So if you could
Orpheus is
just tell
straining
me
his
a
eyes.
little.
Orpheus is straining his eyes not to them.
What? You
you
glitched.
got really garbled there, Brandon.
Oh, Andy's all blurry now.
I said Orpheus is straining his eyes in his effort to not roll them.
Okay.
Alice is just very much biting her tongue to not
Not
laugh.
gonna lie, I heard thighs first instead of eyes, and I was curious where this was going.
Gotta get your squats in.
That's only with you, Deuce.
Yeah.
So Carrie will just look at him and just say, I would just love to see, some of the rooms, some of the floors, just kind of, just show me around, tell me the history of the place.
Of course, follow me, and your people are welcome to come as well. So the Mystery Mountain Lodge has been in operation since the 19 teens. I believe we opened in 1918. It has been in the Sinclair family since it was opened. It obviously had a boom of a heyday, coinciding with the opening of Hale College. Students would come here for vacations, families would come with them. We've had, since COVID, our business has been down, and obviously we're having a unusual season right now in terms of weather. We would not normally be open this far into March, but lead you down the hallway. He'll show you, this is our standard guest room. It has 2 twin beds. There's a bathroom right around the corner. Of course, we do have suites on each floor that are wheelchair accessible. There's 5 stories. Each floor is relatively the same, other than where the stage area is down on the lobby. When you go up to the 3rd floor, that is where the restaurant is. The 4th floor has the gym. And the 5th floor uses that area primarily for storage.
So tell me a little bit about this Sinclair person. he seems so elusive and difficult to nail down. You know, he seems to want to sell the property quickly, but tell me a little bit of background. I don't know
Well,
why I sound like that. What the fucking voice am I doing?
You get the rich asshole vibe, I guess.
It's sad what money will do to people.
Damn it, Carrie got
They
corrupted
can
by our
take
money. We gotta take her. We gotta put her out quick before she gets.
Hope we got to eat Carrie. That's too bad.
Aw.
um,
We'll put her next
Oh,
to Gomez Adams.
well, as I said, the since it has been opened, it has been in the Sinclair family. Reginald Sr., who was the previous owner, took possession of the property in the 1970s. He's been the primary operator of the business ever since then, until about a year and a half ago, he was diagnosed with cancer, and he unfortunately passed 2 months past, at which point the property went to his son. Reginald Jr. never had much of an interest in the lodge. He was rarely here as a child, and I don't even believe he's been back to the property since it has been owned. He's just let us know that he was putting it up for sale. Most of our employees have been with the lodge for years. We don't get a lot of just seasonal employment. We mainly have locals from Mystery who are, you know, this is what they've been doing this for a year. Most of our employees are older, so this is a part-time income for them, obviously, because it is only seasonal. There are staff members such as myself who are, you know, who do work year round, but and the lodge has in the past been used for some events in the summer. Obviously, if you and Mr. Sinclair come to an agreement, then what you do with that will be, well, yours to decide. Obviously.
Aaron, I have a very important question.
Yes.
In looking at the grounds, does this lodge have a topiary maze?
No.
Harry will kind of tap Orpheus and be like, "That's a great question."
We can you know, so he'll show you the rooms, you know, he'll take you up to the 3rd floor so you can see the restaurant. So you can see, you know, take you up to the 4th floor where the workout facilities are. And then you do, after the tour, you'll just say, is there anything specific that I can show you above and beyond that?
So, question to the GM.
Yes.
When Carrie was having the dream and was having was it Pete? I think it was Peter that was scanning. Could she tell what floor it was coming from? Or just like one of those where it's like all the floors are the same, like, so she couldn't really tell what floor it was. I was trying to find if I wrote that down anywhere, but I don't remember. I don't see where I wrote it down.
If you did write it down, I don't remember saying.
Okay.
I will say that there are enough differences in terms of like what paintings are on the walls and whatnot, that you can tell that it was on the 3rd floor. That actually, no, it was on the 5th floor where it was attacked.
Okay. And did he say there was anything nice on the 5th floor, or it was just that is the 5th floor? There are 5 floors.
He said that on the 5th floor, the central area was used as primarily for storage.
Okay. Ugh, how am I going to make this not seem weird?
There are floors on the 5th floor, right? Like,
There are
you guys
rooms on the 5th floor. There are still, you know.
Comment on, you want to see what the view is like from the 5th floor, from, you know, the highest up. You are on the mountain. There could
That
be a
is
nice
true.
view.
I know that you mentioned that the 5th floor was kind of innocuous and just for storage, but I would love to see the view from the 5th floor, kind of getting the whole landscaping, the whole grounds area.
No, of course. Perhaps I misspoke. the central area where that is above where our lobby stage area is, and above the restaurant, and above the gym. That area on the 5th floor is used. Full set of rooms on the 5th floor, including the honeymoon suite, which is currently unoccupied. It has the best view of the mountain. By all means, follow me.
You see, I have a brain sometimes.
I feel like you
Harper
just
will-
like. I feel like you in your little outfit just like quietly bent down and was like, "Excuse me, but we," and you like whispered that into my ear.
Alice doing the, quiet bodyguard just kind of whispered
Yeah.
to you, and
Like,
you were like,
"Excuse me,
oh.
ma'am, but I feel like you need to go see the 5th floor."
If you're
Harper
looking
will
for good
kind of
business
lean down and
opportunities.
go, I'm going to check on structural things. I will be downstairs.
Well,
And
Like,
head back
base-
to the
Larry
Like
broke
basement
off.
back to the
downstairs or
lobby.
just like, okay, 1st floor. Okay.
Larry would broke off when the tour started to hang around the lobby. So
I'm gonna go with you, Harper.
Splitting up.
yeah,
Woohoo!
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, at least we have an even split of free and free.
True.
4, I guess, if we count the Jabberwock on my shoulder.
I think we should definitely count the Jabberwock in terms of a split party.
I mean it's like a U.S. household, so 3.5.
Until it
He's very
becomes
fast.
5.
I guess if he needed to get to the other floor, he could probably make it.
He is very fast. Just don't wait for the elevator. Okay, so what was going on with who's going to the first floor? Harper and
Harper, Moon, Larry.
Larry just stood for waited. So when the manager came out and got the professor, he just kind of hung around and let them go do their thing.
Okay. So what are you guys actually doing when you go down to the first floor?
I'm going to sort of pretend to like look at structural things, so like windows and checking baseboards and that. And then after a few minutes, I will circle around to the cousin.
Uh-huh. The cousin
And
has been
just-
watching you this whole time and has a look of barely contained disdain on her
Cool.
face.
I will eventually circle around to the cousin and kind of, are you employee or guest?
Neither. Technically, I suppose I'm a guest.
So, could you tell me what you think of the place? Like, do you come here regularly? Is it
Well, who am I talking to? Am I talking to someone who actually wants my opinion, or am I speaking to the vulture who my cousin is trying to sell this to?
well, I guess a little of both.
Hmm.
I work for someone who is considering purchasing. So,
Well, in that case, this is a terrible investment, and you should stay far away from it.
so you really like the place. You're really mad that it's being sold. I mean, that's valid information.
Hmm.
So maybe you care to say why?
Sure. She kind of looks you up and down. Can I buy you a drink?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Aren't you still hungover?
Absolutely.
All the more
Hair of the, hair of the dog.
Aaron, I'm doing a legitimate inspection of the architecture and the construction, the handiwork, just to make sure it is actually a good investment in case Carrie does want to buy it.
Fair enough.
Moon doesn't know. He's like, I don't know
uh,
if she's joking or
Give me
serious.
a whatever your appropriate expertise or perception or investigation skill.
Oh, what's a good roll? Can I make a business roll?
Business.
Business.
I get a 27 on my expertise business roll.
Very
don't-
businessy.
Don't we call that a Calvin roll?
We do.
Business.
So, with that check, you can see that the structure is very sound. From what Carrie had already uncovered in terms of the books of the place, it has been losing money steadily over the last few years. Like I said, no, you weren't here last week. Not to the level of. So far, it has never had an unprofitable season, although this year may be trending that way. But it has been making less and less money as time has gone on.
So,
However, the lodge itself is in good shape. And it could be modernized and updated a little bit. Although, of course, to Moon, it's already, super high tech. Well, not super high tech, but high tech for commoners.
in my professional opinion, do I think that this place is having problems because of incompetent management, or do I think there's something else that's going on?
That is going to take more than you're going to get from just looking around.
Okay.
You don't know like what sort of marketing has been done, what their prices are for rooms. It may just be a case of they're not advertising well enough and they're charging too much to attract a clientele, or maybe they're charging not enough and so they're selling out and not making money. Actually, no, that you'd be able to tell from the business records. And you got a good roll. You get the feeling that perhaps the previous owner had failed to keep up with trends in terms of vacation destinations. So with proper management, it is likely that this could be turned back around. Although with the way that it is currently hemorrhaging guests, maybe not.
Marcus is going to make
Weren't
this
there
his
ones,
project.
like, leaving? Yeah, weren't these ones like leaving as we were coming in?
Yes,
Like,
there were people
ones of
leaving
them?
as you guys entered.
Alex, I got booted apparently and screwed up all the except you and Aaron.
Yeah, I've only got one monitor, so I can't watch what's happening on the other screens right now. So thank you for letting me know.
Okay, so sitting down, Suzanne, talking with Harper, will she'll say, I've been here. My Uncle Reggie, owned the. My dad could have been a partner, but he chose to let Uncle Reggie buy him out because he was more interested in his job at the college, at Hale College. But I've loved coming here my whole life. I don't remember a winter from the earliest time of my memories where I didn't come here and enjoy it. And frankly, I'm really pissed off that that Reginald wants to sell it so quickly. We're not even trying to turn it around. Uncle Reggie was a lovely, lovely man, and maybe not super in touch with what needed to be done to keep the business going, but he was a lovely man, and I just think it sucks that Reginald is trying to get rid of it.
I mean, there a reason that you haven't discussed with him you taking over the place or buying the place?
My dad sold his interest and is a college professor.
Okay. So money.
Yeah, I don't have the money to pay for it. If someone were
So-
going to drop several, $1 million on me and say, "Here, manage the resort," I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I kind of don't have that option.
So I'm getting that Reggie is kind of what's a diplomatic way to say dick?
Reginald, he's Uncle Reggie. I refuse to call my cousin by my uncle's nickname.
Right.
But yes, that's not wrong. On the other hand, I suppose it's also worth noting that the place might be haunted. I mean, I never thought it was.
that. That is interesting information.
Well, okay, look, like I said, I've been coming here since I was a kid. There's never been anything weird here. I mean, as a kid, sure, we play pretend and run around like, oh, look, there's ghosts, but there's never been anything here until the last couple months, where there have been just weird things like guests have been talking about weird sightings and things moving, and a couple nights ago, Tom, he's the handyman. He's the in charge of maintenance. He got something attacked him in the middle of the night. He's been put in the hospital. But like I said, that's weird. That it's not like it's not like we had a history of hauntings, I mean, when you got outside of the lodge, if you got up too far up into the mountains, then there were some weird things in the woods, but never anything here on the property. And never in like any of the areas that we like, not like on any of the ski trails or anything. I mean, it was if you went off wandering through the woods. I mean, it's a big mountain.
So what, I mean, other than the sudden occurrence of weird stuff, what has changed in the last 3 months?
Reginald owns it.
That's literally when it started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's hasn't even set foot here since then, which is a little weird. I mean, I'd think that if you suddenly inherited a multi-million-dollar vacation destination property, you might want to at least check it out.
okay. So this is player talking.
Mhm.
The downturn in the business, when did that start?
The downturn in the business has been a couple of years.
Okay.
Really mostly starting, well, it accelerated dramatically with COVID. But it's been happening for a couple of years now. Like I said, each year has been less profitable year over year for probably about 10 years. Still profitable, but less profitable from year to year.
Okay. Well, all very good information to know.
So your boss, I heard her talking, she's British. She just gonna, strip it for assets or tear it down, or
I mean, she's looking for investment properties, so no. I mean, I think she's interested in owning a ski lodge.
Okay.
Also, though, she's also a college professor. So
Where at?
Love that salty. And
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty salty. Your dad's poor and is a college professor and can't afford to buy this, but she is a college professor and is going to buy this.
clearly, the person I'm talking to is intelligent enough to figure out that there's some kind of family money there. Considering that you're
that doesn't make
British.
it any less salt in the wound, though.
Well, also, let's be clear, she didn't say that they're poor, just that she does not have the money to buy the
True,
school.
like
Yeah.
she's just not rich like Carrie.
Yeah. I mean,
Dad
Few
did
of
sell a
them.
portion of his multi-million-dollar ski lodge. If there's money in the
Yeah.
bank,
There's always money in the banana stand.
Meanwhile, Moon's just got his heads in his hands like, I was a billionaire when that meant something in this country, god damn it. I was a billionaire when $100 was $1 million.
But no,
You only had $1 million and you weren't actually a billionaire? Is that what you're saying?
No, I had $1 billion of those $1,100,000. My billions would be trillions in this economy.
all right, old man.
All right,
Clouds
Grandpa.
out.
Let's get you back to bed.
Stop yelling at the clouds.
Doesn't even have the same
Yeah.
president on it. Their money's so fake here.
I mean,
No, we're not looking to tear the place down.
that's good. I'm sorry.
I mean,
came off a little hostile. Frankly, I assumed that anyone that Reginald could get to, that he could get to come look at it would be just as much of a vulture as he is. And that was not fair to you.
well, he didn't get us to come here. We happened to be in town, took note of the place and found out it was for sale. So we haven't actually met Reginald. He seems to be unavailable, which is why we came here to see the place with the manager instead. Just
Okay.
seems odd to me that a person who seems to be in such a rush to sell a place isn't available when someone comes to look.
Well, how much time did you give him? I mean, he's been out on the West Coast for a while. Last I heard, he was in Emerald City.
What? Get the fuck out of my city.
I like that he
We
cuts
got-
out and all you can hear is what and fuck.
Look, we got enough dick bags in Emerald City. Get out.
Get your
Um,
boo.
How long
I
have we
did-
actually been here? I'm just gonna say we've been here a week.
In Mystery?
Yeah.
It's been like 3 or 4 days.
Been about 4 days at
It's
this
been like
point.
2 months of real lifetime.
Yeah,
We have been
it's
here
like 2
12
months of real
hours.
lifetime, but it's been
Yeah.
about 4 days.
But I was like, well, we've been here around a week. So I don't know. Just a little odd. But I can see why you like the place. We'll probably suggest to the manager that they put someone else in the ski lift shack because Jimmy out there is not real attentive.
All right. So Cal is a friend of the family. Well, this kid of a friend of the family. He's actually like when the lodge is running, he's actually really good. He's a whiz with mechanics. He's good with people. He's very attentive. But there hasn't been anyone using the lift in over a week. So
Harper about to bust out. Got time to lean, got time to clean.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
I just had a PTSD flashback, Brandon.
I Yeah, no shit.
I was going to follow that up with saying, and this is proof that Harper has been the true villain all along.
I mean, I get it why you'd let him go, but if you saw him when the lodge was actually busy, you'd realize he really is a good guy. What was he doing? Was he working on his novel?
Oh, the healers are not. No, he was playing a video game.
Oh,
That could be part of the writing process. Wait a minute.
I was gonna say he must be having writer's block.
He subscribes to the Alex Thomas plan. Got it.
It's that. It's the laundry part of the process. There's a whole process. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
You have to
You
play a
mean?
game.
Do
your
you mean it's
laundry.
the 90% procrastination process?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to go
Yes.
debate what you want to make for dinner for like 10 hours.
10% ridiculous suffering, 90% procrastination.
Yeah.
He was playing Baldur's Gate free. Man, he's already replayed that 3 times. He must be doing a really bad job of writer's block right now.
I'm sorry, I didn't even get your name. I'm Suzanne.
Oh, Harper.
All right, so Harper was schmoozing. Marcus is actually investigating. What was Larry doing?
He was going to wander around and probably chat to some of the host or whomever. Yeah, I imagine they seem somewhat bored with everything going on, so look for the most disenfranchised employee they've got.
Okay. So the staff members who you see, yes, boredom is definitely a recurring trend here. You can see that most of the employees are doing their best to look busy. But you're also pretty sure that you've seen one of the maids clean the registration, the registration lobby counter like 3 times since you've been down here. Give me either persuasion or investigation to schmooze.
Cool. 30-20.
Yeah, so there is definitely the employees are aware of the fact that business is not going well. They're also aware of the fact that there has been a weird ass blizzard going on that has kept them open well outside of the normal season, which would normally have been good for business, except that now there's been weird shit happening. So they're open, but still not making money. And, people, you can hear that you can get them talking about the number of empty rooms a lot. But you also get the impression that almost everyone, you get a very strong impression that the workforce is made up of people who want to be there. They like their job, they like the lodge. They are mostly older or very young. They tend to either be people who have probably already retired and are doing this as a retirement job, or they're in college and doing it as supplemental income. There's not a lot of 20 to 30 somethings who make this their full-time job because it's not a year-round job, but you do get the impression that people are here who want to be here.
See if since they seem to be somewhat invested, whether sentimentally or work ethic. See if we get them talking about the place. Go over give them the joke of we can work for the ball breaker in the chair, but try and get them to laugh a little bit and talk about what they like and see if I can segue them over into, but for a place this nice, it should either be a bunch of skiers or ski bunnies. and no one seems interested in going down the hill or snuggling with somebody, what? See if they'll just start talking and try and get them comfortable enough that they'll either laugh or maybe
Start talking about what's been going on.
yeah.
Sure.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't
That's
be-
why I called you the ball breaker in the chair, so they don't think we're like, oh, he's all right. He's not the narc.
Yeah. So you can get people talking. Most of the staff, they will talk about the fact that typically, yeah, the place is quite busy with people who are either here for a romantic getaway or for for the skiing, because the mountain is great for skiing and there's been a lot of fresh snow. But they'll start talking about the fact that guests and staff have seen weird things. Things move when they shouldn't be moving. There have been voices and shadowy figures moving around outside the windows. And you can even get people talking about what happened to Tom, and the fact that that really spooked people, because guests were aware of it because they had to have an ambulance come out and take him away, and no one has an answer for what happened to him. You got a 20 on that persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the younger maintenance guys will also say that the really weird thing about where Tom was attacked was that in the the steam tunnel, or not steam tunnels, but the steam pipes that move the heat through the building, there was a section of pipe that looked like it had just been cut with like a laser, like a super fine clean cut where there was just a portion of pipe gone. And he said, yeah, I fixed it. And I think that's what Tom was checking out when he was attacked. But
So
What
we're
kind of
looking
pipe
for
was
an
it?
octopus who's capable of super technology.
Yes.
I
Hmm.
mean, so tell me. All right, so color me curious. Why don't you?
What kind of pipe was it?
Steam pipes for moving heat through the building.
It's like, yeah, color me curious. Maybe you could. I mean, you work maintenance now. I imagine you're kind of picking up the slack. Maybe you could show me. I'm curious. I'll take a look. I mean, if you fix it, I'm sure there's nothing else going on. But he'll kind of look around, and go, "What else is really going on right now?"
I mean, yeah, I on the one hand, I could probably get fired for this, but on the other hand, if you're working for the woman who might be buying the place, then yeah, follow me. And he will take you over to the staff elevators, take you up to the 5th floor, and take you over into the auxiliary, into the maintenance room, and you can see, there's kind of a network of pipes, and there is a chunk of the pipe that is
Brand spanking new.
brand spanking new. And he's like, yeah, it was right there. And I mean, it was a real pain in the ass because I actually had to cut away a little bit more of the pipe because there's not a junction there. They're not even like there was this was a pipe that burst. It was just like something just like what's that guy? The super villain with the really sharp sword that can like cut through anything. That guy, like he did it, but
Bowman? No, it's not him. Couldn't be.
Arctic Fox.
Different comic book.
No, Arctic Fox is in our universe.
Oh, I'm just messing with this guy at this point.
Yeah, but
So I mean, I'll take a look. Not
okay.
looking at the pipe. I know it's not going to show much, but looking around, because the thought being, if a projectile or laser or some sort cut it, theoretically, by whichever angle there should be additional damage. If it was a sword or something like that, there would not be. But I mean, also just the guys and mechanics would just kind of talk to him or a maintenance tech. It's like, all right, yeah. So I know normally, like when you cut metal pipes, you use the little squirrely thing, right? Where you just tighten it and roll it around the pipe. So what
Right, yeah.
really could have you said it was cut clean? As I'm like looking around, just trying to keep him talking.
Yeah, like super clean. Like, I mean, if you're doing it well, it's going to give a nice clean edge. But I mean, this was like factory clean, like off the assembly line, that level of cut, which is why, like I said, like a laser or like a magic sword that could cut through anything type thing.
Yeah, because it was under pressure, it would have thrown off the cut.
I like
I mean,
his
the pipes
choices
are pressure.
were magic sword or industrial laser cutter. Like those were his two options of the only way this could have been cut.
I mean, he lives in a world of superheroes.
Welcome to Mutants and Masterminds.
I mean, I guess, was it just a clean cut here, or was like a section? Like, was there a section that was cut out?
Well, I mean, like it was about yay much, like about a foot of pipe that was missing. So cut on either end, and yeah, both ends were just like I said, super clean.
Right. I was thinking if it was just cut by accident, it would just be one cut. But to take out a section, they were taking out that section, right?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, obviously I wasn't here. Tom might have seen something, but you know he's not talking.
Yeah, just that, kind of talking out loud. It's a curious thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, looking around, do I even see anything else, or any additional marks, or is it really just look like the pipe is that section's gone?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. I will allow you to make a perception or an investigation check to see if you can find any evidence to answer it for you.
I can fail both of these rolls. Watch. 24.
You do not see any accessory damage. So if it was a sword or a laser, it was very precise so that it didn't cut any deeper than it needed to.
Where's the original pipe?
So the other curious thing then is ask him, like, so the pipes are connected to the heating system for it. Okay. Where's the source for it? Like, I'm sure if I follow it, it'll terminate into probably a different junction, theoretically.
I mean, all of them are ultimately going to lead down to the boiler room in the basement.
Maybe I'll take a gander if you've got time.
Sure. I can.
Hey, keeps your day interesting. I'll put in a good word for you. Kidding. Calm down.
No, he'll take you down to the basement. Meanwhile, Harper,
Yeah.
while you and Suzanne are talking, you also will notice that another couple of guests have gone up to the desk at the lobby and have said, you know, I seem to be checking out. And another one bites the dust.
And another one down, and another one down.
I'll be right back. And I'm going to wander over to the guests who are checking out.
Okay.
I mean, I like that
And-
the guests they're checking out because some weird shit is happening to them, and then Harper walks up to them very aggressively.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
At what point did I say aggressive? I said I
Harper.
wander over.
Would you like the honest answer to that? It's when you said, I wander over. That's aggressive was implied.
I mean,
Yeah.
Harper's appearance is enough to be off-putting to most normies.
Terrifying.
And then the
Sure.
first thing
Sure,
you
sure,
say
sure,
is,
sure, sure.
why the fuck are you leaving? It tends to throw them off.
I did not say why the fuck are you leaving?
No, you
You
didn't.
thought it.
I read the
You spotted
subtext.
Walks up and she's like,
Illuminati.
"This is your exit survey. Why are you leaving?"
That's actually
That's-
Moon was
that-
getting a notepad out to start doing an exit survey.
All right. So you move over to the guests who are leaving. They are a couple in their 40s.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question? After
Uh,
this one?
Sure.
So I work for someone who is thinking of purchasing this establishment, and I was just wondering if I could get a quick sort of rundown of your stay.
What
Like,
was your time?
did you enjoy it? Do you plan to come back? We're just trying to get a feel for customers, that kind of
Good
Well,
thing.
times.
Joe brought me here when we were seniors down at Hale College. And this is actually where he proposed to me. So every year we come back here.
Aw.
Gross.
And we've always loved it. It's always been lovely, and the skiing is wonderful, and the food has been good. Yes, and that's all unfortunately very past tense. This
Oh, so this stay wasn't good.
Well, he gestures. There's nobody here.
I took note of that. Yes.
There's been strange noises that have disturbed our sleep. The weather was the snow was lovely, but the weather was too cold to even be safe to go out onto the slopes. The staff has been jumpy and not nearly the standard of behavior we're used to. And then there's the reports that that the Sinclairs are trying to sell it. Well, it shows that they don't care about this place anymore. So I don't know that we'll be coming back. I mean, Joe, it's been one bad stay after 20. Yes, and it costs a lot of money to stay here.
What a dick.
Right.
The guy selling it or the guy Wiki is talking to?
Yes.
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 So, would you say weird noises, like mechanical stuff going wrong, or
No, like voices and screams in the middle of the night. And I mean, look, we came here as college students. I'm used to loud noises in the middle of the night from some of the guest rooms, but these were not people enjoying themselves.
right?
Get him, Joe.
Yeah, no shit.
That's- Well, that's disconcerting. Well, thank you for your time, and hopefully, if we or someone else decides to purchase the place, we can fix all of the issues so that you can enjoy coming back again next year. And I'll just kind of wander back away. Just making notes.
And as they're walking away, well, she seemed very nice. Yes, but the way she was dressed, that's very unprofessional for an exit survey.
Worst exit survey ever.
Aaron, I wasn't here last week, but did we do anything to check to see if the place is actually haunted?
No.
I'm gonna go.
That's kind of what we're doing right now.
I'm gonna go make a tool to check for ghosts. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go EMF and be like a ghost facer around the hotel.
All right.
Did you just say ghost phaser?
Yeah, I'm gonna go be a ghost
Ghost?
facer.
A ghost facer, yes.
Ghost Spacer.
You face.
Oh no, I just
ghosts.
wanted to make sure. I get the reference. I wanted to make sure it was the reference I thought it was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what exactly are you planning on building, Marcus?
It's gonna look like any other amateur ghost hunter's EMF reader, audio recorder, but it's gonna be the real thing.
Sure.
I've got 20 points to work with. Let me build something real quick, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
10 LEDs that go from red to green.
Yeah,
I will
that way
also,
anybody sees
as
me
I-
with a high-tech device, it looks like a not high-tech device.
Yeah. No, the funny thing is, actually, last week we that was a question was, hey, can anyone like search around magically to like sense things? And it was like, yeah, no one actually has the ability to do that except for Marcus, and he isn't actually being played at the moment.
I'm an auto follow.
mean-
Sorry, guys.
I mean, I can sense demons.
Right.
P.S. Has that pinged at all?
No.
Well, look,
Okay.
if it's a hell octopus, you're our first choice.
God. as I'm making my way back over to Suzanne, I am going to,
I mean, other than your typical pings around Babel, but
right. I'm going to use the comms to say, we may want to spend the night.
I'd rather not. This place is
great.
haunted.
We should spend the night.
Yes. Yeah,
Really does
absolutely.
each episode.
100%.
All right, Professor, rent out the 5th floor.
I mean,
She's going to.
It's like, I'm writing the check right now.
Surprised she
Yeah.
hasn't already.
Yeah, as soon as she saw the message that we were gonna stay the night, Carrie was like, in her head, that was one of the things she was gonna ask. Be like, well, since I'm interested in buying the property, I would love to be able to get a nice evening with, all of my associates staying here. Is there anyone on the 5th floor currently? Because I would love to have the 5th floor to ourselves.
Well, the Smythe Jones were in the honeymoon suite, but I understood
they just checked out.
they were going to be checking out today. So we can have housekeeping turn the room over, and it would be ready for you to stay. Absolutely. They
Oh my god, housekeeping has some jobs to do, finally.
I mean,
Yay!
there are a few other guests still, but it's mostly empty.
Dibs on the honeymoon suite.
For who? Who are you gonna share it with? Your wife?
Oh,
Ow! Ow!
No, I never share a bed with my wife. I haven't in
Yummy.
thousands of years.
Jemmy, you just earned a hero point for Brandon.
You're welcome, Brandon.
I'd
That
like to
was a
change my.
spicy meatball.
I'm gonna change my answer. Jimmy's my favorite demon because
Damn.
Tradition of every time a mean Orpheus and Eurydice joke has appeared, I've had to take it. So
Oh.
another
No,
mean
Aunt Puppy's computer died.
puppy.
What?
Aunt Puppy's computer died. The blue screened. She'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
But Aaron, I built accurate.
I see it.
Okay, yeah. For the folks at home, I built accurate, acute, analytical, ghost sense, detect ghosts at range, detect magic at range, ultra hearing, acute magic sense, and counters all concealment with the magical descriptor.
Okay.
I would like to say, for the viewers at home, for every mean Orpheus and Eurydice joke I have made, I do love the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. But
What do you say?
I do. My father has heard my rants on it multiple times, I think.
Uh-huh.
I adore the story and I adore analyzing it. And I will also be auditioning for my school's production of Hadestown this year.
Your school was putting on Hades Town?
Yeah.
What the?
I wish community theater could do it as soon as high school theater could.
I mean, it literally came out this year, and I guess technically I'm not supposed to be announcing it, but no one knows what school I'm at, so it's still technically okay.
It's fair.
I'm not supposed to be posting on the media, but I haven't also disclosed the school, so it's okay.
Who are you auditioning for?
Persephone, probably.
Nice.
Our Lady of the Underground.
Partly because I'm doing it with a friend I have who, he has a low range, and we both fight like an old married couple, so we're having him go for Hades,
That's
because
fair.
we've got the chemistry down.
And you're both seniors, so you've got a decent shot at it.
Yeah, at least they're getting understudy, because
Yeah.
that's a new thing we're implementing.
Yeah, I mean, finding a teenage boy with the range deep enough to do that, he gets the part automatically.
You find a teenage boy willing to do the show, he gets it automatically.
You'd
Wow.
be surprised, we actually have a decent number of guys, finally.
That's good.
I mean, decent number being, oh my god, we have 5!
We have enough to cut one if they audition poorly.
Yeah,
Just one.
we have
Right.
enough to throw one of them into ensemble instead of...
So to go back to Marcus's device, your ghost sensor is able to kind of pick up for want of a better term, a background radiation of magic. just in that the entire mountain is kind of on a mystic nexus. But you are not able to find anything within within a good half-mile radius that is either magical or ghostly that does not directly relate to your party.
Okay.
Obviously the members of your party are pinging all over all sorts of things for that, but other than the members of your party who you would screen out, obviously, there's just kind of a magical background aura, but nothing active.
I will discreetly pass that on to my compatriots.
That said, there is you are picking up a lot of mechanical whines from the Ultra Hearing.
Like things I wouldn't expect to be hearing?
Not necessarily. Just, maybe some of the elements of the building are, perhaps the steam pipes need more maintenance than has been let on. Oh, we're all black screens now.
Yeah,
apparently.
sorry, I turned this off until Aunt Puppy gets back, so we're not all foreheads and chins. I'll bring us back when Aunt Puppy gets back. Sorry, Warden.
Say Warden just says we're all black screens. I was like, oh, what happened?
It's our extra spooky
killed us all.
episode. We're in the dark.
That's how haunted we are.
The lights
we
are
are-
out. Ooh-wee.
We are the somethings in the dark.
That's right.
We got to prove in that episode after episode after episode.
Well, our sense of humor is certainly dark.
The live recording will be done completely in the dark. That would be funny.
I'll just turn off my light. Just have horrible lighting.
All right.
Do I think that technology making that noise, do I think it might be a transmitter or something?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
Just. Yeah, probably not. I mean, there is some, whines of, just like the Wi-Fi and whatnot, but nothing.
It doesn't feel like anything's broadcasting out or
Not that you
Alex,
can
see that message.
pick up.
where did you put it?
And Puppy's ready to come in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. Ignore that message in chat.
I hit admit, but she has not joined yet.
Well, you know what? It is 8:30, and we need to get Aunt Puppy back. So how about we go ahead and head to break as we figure out what we're going to do as you all share your information with one another.
And why it is ultimately going to be a bad idea.
And how we split up the beds.
I
I'll
get the
sleep on the
honeycomb bed.
floor.
All right. Well, we'll be back in just a moment.
Why are you waving? We're black screens.
welcome back, everybody. We are still the Untold Stories Project. This is still Something in the Dark. And our heroes are still investigating the ski lodge on top of Mystery Mountain. They've discovered all sorts of tantalizing clues. And I believe they were meeting back up to discuss what they could do and possibly staying the night.
And we pay the electric bills so the lights are back on.
Yes. Yes, you guys can definitely rent out the top floor, the 5th floor. There are a total of 10 rooms, so sharing beds doesn't have to happen unless someone wants it to.
I less want to and more want to know where did Carrie see, like, what part of the floor did Carrie have this vision or dream? Where was the man? And I want to watch there at night.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Stakeout, baby.
So you are not going to be able to watch it from your room.
No. That's what I'm saying is like we take shifts.
Sure. That's doable.
Just to see if it's actually, we can catch what's making noises at night.
Okay. That's definitely something you guys can do.
I'll wait to tell everybody it's not haunted until we're back together again.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys have gathered back up at this point. It is also starting to get dark. So I will assume that for now you're all gathered in one of the rooms up on the 5th floor to talk and plan.
Probably.
Okay. So talk, plan.
So
Oh crap, I have to pull the British accent. I haven't had to do this all session. Like
Welcome back.
Chocolate? No.
chocolate British.
I did a cursory examination of the facility for ghosts, and I found nothing indicating that this place is actually haunted. At least traditionally speaking.
No ghost activity.
I have a very odd thought, perhaps. So, the pipes run through this whole building. I mean, obviously pipes do, but octopi are known to be able to kind of compress their bodies. What if there's one in the system? And what they're hearing or creaking is an octopus in the pipes?
You think there's
Possibly, but they'd have
octopus
to
in
be.
the pipes?
I mean, it's more plausible sometimes than ghosts, but
I mean,
Just a
the
thought.
only issue with that, and I'm not sure it's necessarily a big issue, but we should acknowledge it anyway, is that they're steam pipes. And so anything even remotely like a normal octopus would become calamari.
It'd have to be the
Before-
octopus torch.
So there's a demon octopus is what is suggested.
It's not a
general.
demon.
Not a demon. Okay.
But by the same token, if the system was being worked on, you would depressurize and turn off the boiler, which could let it move around. It's just a thought, but
Okay,
So
so what? Where's the piece of pipe that was missing?
don't know. That's probably tossed away after the young technician fixed the section that was missing.
And it was-
probably, do we know for a fact? Did anybody ask?
You know,
Are there any famous super people who are octopi in this universe?
With access to super technology?
saw one on the news once, but
He's even from Emerald City, which is where Reginald Sinclair currently is.
I mean, it's.
I also hear there's a pirate who is an octopus.
There is, yes, Captain Kraken.
It's
Although I
purely
don't
long
think he's an
shot.
octopus, is he?
He's a
He's got a squid face.
he's a space octopus.
Who was the one that was talking to the guy?
That
I
was.
think it was. Was it
That
you,
was
Larry?
Larry.
I was talking to the technician.
Larry, can you check with him again real quick? See what happened to the cutout section of pipe?
Yeah, and if we can get us access to the boiler too, so
Yeah.
we want to check that side. It's just trying to roll out practical before paranormal.
I am, for the sake of expediency, give me a quick intelligence check. I'm willing to let you see if you want to retroactively have been smart enough to think to ask that.
It's negatory. Strong 11 on the intellect.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I even tried to hint with the metagaming pigeon.
Do I did I hear right that somebody was attacked at the lodge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that person
Did you
like,
hear about
still in the
this?
hospital? Can we talk to them?
was
They're in a
the-
coma.
Oh,
With a toxin similar to bluefish poison and sucker wounds.
Yep.
Terry, I have 2 questions. How does
Did you
the
say?
yes?
Oh, okay.
How does the Brady Bunch hold up to heat? And can you track Reginald's phone?
Not sure. Yes.
So the short answer, the drones are immune to anything requiring fortitude effects. So as long as it is not actually damaging levels of heat, they don't have to worry about like heat stroke.
But putting them in.
Putting them in steam pipes, they would probably get fried.
yeah. Could we take some time to modify them to be immune to heat damage, Aaron?
One
If
of them
you're
anyway.
willing to, dedicate some of the points from your variable to that, sure. Or you
Yeah.
can take.
Well, I was
time to do
thinking
it.
the inventor advantage, but yeah, that works too.
Or you can
Or
take the
maybe
time to
Aunt
do
Puppy
that.
can
Sure.
spend one of her 7 hero points.
Yes, Aunt Puppy could spend one of her. It's only 4.
Excellent. I also have inventor too, so
Right. You could spend a hero point to use your inventor advantage to give them the benefit of immunity to heat damage for long enough for them to pipe poking around.
to re-answer your question, Harper, the answer is yes. But it may take me a moment to get them prepared. And then the other answer is definitely yes. But
What?
I also have some very suspicious feelings about Senior. Because all
You
of
mean
this
the dead
started
guy?
happening. Yes.
Okay.
He died, and then all the weird shit started happening. It feels like he had something that was stopping the weird shit from happening, and when he died, his son, having wanting nothing to do with it, didn't go into his office and figure out what it was that he was doing to continue the practice. So I feel like somebody needs to go into his office.
Oh, I can do it. If there's a window that we could get into, I could ride on one of your drones and shrink down.
If you can shrink down, you probably just go under the door.
3 inches. I mean, I think I've been told before I can't slip under doors, can I?
Not most doors. I mean,
Depends on the
But
door.
this is a very old building. It's probably going to have a larger gap.
Fair.
I
I'd
mean,
like to army
looking
crawl
at
under.
looking at my door, which was built in 1850, it has about an 1.5 inch gap.
Yeah, so army
Uh-huh.
crawl.
You can just lay down and roll under.
yeah.
Not in that dress, you can't, but
Sure she
Oh,
can.
let's see. I'm 3 inches tall. No
Yes,
one's
she can.
looking. If someone is looking for someone who's 3 inches tall, that's honestly really creepy. Don't kill them.
Can I get a perception check from the party?
I'll fail a perception check for you. Does Jabberwock get to?
Yes.
Yay!
I got a 15. I'm gonna let it ride.
I'm
Pretty
here with
happy
you,
with
Moon.
that.
That's what's up.
You have got to be kidding me.
I was like, Terry cannot be the only one that perceives this shit.
Join
Yeah,
us on the
Jabberwock got
15
you.
bus, Harper.
Nah, I've got hero points. I'm gonna spend one because that is
Apparently, Alice got you too.
I don't know that I
absurd.
bother with the hero point for that wiki. It's not going to be that relevant, but
But
Jabberwock and
okay, fine.
Jabberwock and Alice got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, Team
Okay.
15.
It's back.
I got a
So-
21.
Jabberwock, Alice, and
Oh,
Carrie, and Orpheus.
Orpheus. You're-
As you guys are talking, you all notice, looking out the window, it's beautiful. There's plenty of moonlight. There isn't currently a blizzard going on. It's just cold. So you can see pretty well. And you notice that there is thick black smoke that is coming out of the control house.
That's not good. Oh, this should wait.
Yeah, black smoke is bad.
You go check on that first.
Yeah, I'll go with.
As
So we
you are
can
saying that, you suddenly hear a loud crashing sound from outside, and the power goes out in the lodge.
So the lights out joke ended up being relevant.
Yep.
Man, our timing was terrible for the stream cam.
We
Turn
couldn't
this-
have done this when the lights went out. God. I have a question, Father.
I have an answer.
If I were to jump out the window, what athletics check would I need to make to not get hurt?
5 stories out.
That's a terrible question to ask.
And in a pile of snow. It's fine. I've seen it in the movies.
Exactly. There's snow. I have safe fall. Never mind. I'm just gonna jump out.
Oh yeah, you said you have safe fall.
Yeah, never mind. Alice will be like,
You don't need to make a athletics check. You can jump out.
yeah. Alice is just like, I'll meet you all down there. Woo!
I feel like Larry goes like, "Oh, I'll go help you with the smoke room," and she jumps out the window, and Larry goes, "Damn it!" Just like has to walk down the stairs because he can't
not-
take the elevator. So he's gotta go down the stairs.
Yeah, I don't need you to look up athletics roll for me. I'm not jumping out of a 5-story window. I'm made of human.
I have safe fall.
I'm
And
made of human.
I too am made of human.
Well, Harper,
Technically, so am I. I just get better.
I really like jumping out windows, and is going to join Alice jumping out the
Oh,
window.
so I do actually need to look it up.
yes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Don't worry. Next time we get points, Alice will teach Harper safe fall, so we don't have to keep looking it up.
I kind of want to jump out and resurrect myself just for the fun of it.
It's
Jump
not
out, we hear
that
a
high.
snap, and then stand back
It's
up.
not
Oh.
high enough to kill you
It is if I
unless
go-
you
if I go
literally
head first.
land on your head.
I was like, if I swan dive into the ground, it is.
Oh, Aaron,
Okay,
you
when-
wonder about fall damage? Is that what it is?
Beautiful.
I'm looking for the acrobatics check to reduce fall damage.
I think it's 10. I'll double check.
Beautiful.
I like the
I
fact that
love the
everyone's jumping
formation.
out the window when Carrie and Alice go, "Hey, there's smoke," and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" and just jumps out windows, and Carrie's like, "What the fuck, guys?"
I'm gonna say if Orpheus jumps the window,
Okay,
my
it is a
response from
DC
joining will just be to
5 to
shut the
lessen
window.
damage from a fall, reducing the damage by 1 per degree. Fall does damage 4 plus twice the distance rank fallen. It's a distance rank of 2, but since it's 30 feet up from the window you're at. So it would be total damage rank 8. You would need a DC 40 to take no damage normally, but since you're going down into the snow, DC 20 to take no damage. And if you get less than a 20 on an acrobatics check, then you'll just have to make a toughness save, but it's not going to be a lot.
Okay, cool. Do you want acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Okay. Let's see if I can roll higher than a 5. I can, in fact, roll higher than a 5. How about a 26?
Okay, you are able to roll as you leap out the window
Superhero
and
landing.
tumble to the ground on the fresh powder so that you take no damage.
Alice just kind of ends up like sliding down the wall. That's what Safewell describes. So long
Yeah.
I can touch the wall.
Yep. And because you also got above a 20, you can go from prone to standing automatically as part of that roll. So
Yeah, so
These
Alice
two
kind
just
of
jump out.
sliding down, kind of sliding down the wall, and Harper's like, I can do that. And she just kind of takes a run and like leaps through it, like through the wall, and like is flipping. And then says, hey, as she goes by you, and then sort of rolls and stands and starts running towards the
Alice just kicks off the wall as a head start to get more momentum.
I mean, it still takes both of you one round to get to the ground. So
oh yeah.
I mean, I just have the added benefit of I also don't get obstructed by his snow movement,
True.
which I'm happy about.
And you move really fast.
Yeah, 120 feet per round, and I don't have to deal with the,
Yep.
snow.
Mhm.
All right.
Alright,
So
it's
Alice
all
will
here.
get to the lodge one round before Harper, is essentially what'll happen.
I love these two disasters, both just going smoke. Woo!
Smoke, window, go.
Right, what
Wait,
about the
there's
rest
a
of
word
you?
for this.
Shut the window. It's cold out there.
Yes, it is.
Throwing yourself out a window. Auto defension
Auto defenstrate.
Defenestration.
defenestration. Thank you. Or self defenestration.
Auto defenestration works.
It is just defenestration if you threw someone else.
Right.
I was like, wait, there's a word for this. Here at the Untold Stories Project, we take time to look up the weird words and get into arguments about electrocution.
There's nothing to argue about.
Yes, there is!
No, there is not. Words mean things.
Just because you have opinions on everything.
It's not an opinion. The origin of this word was developed to create a word to describe death by the electric chair. They didn't have a word
Okay.
for it before. There was a word, and now that word's been bastardized.
Hey, so you know
However,
how, like, words change meaning
you
over
are not
time?
allowing for the evolution of language through casual usage.
Yep.
Language shouldn't be casual.
That is why the word decimate doesn't mean the same thing that it meant when the Romans used it.
It does.
Right.
You should only. It's when you kill 1 out of every 10 of something.
But it doesn't mean that. But it does. But it doesn't.
Also,
Anywho.
literally means figuratively, and vice versa now. So
Exactly.
English doesn't matter.
So
I mean,
we know
English
Alex
isn't a
hates.
language.
We know
English-
Alex hates the Oxford English Dictionary.
Alex hates everything.
Look,
Alex
we
hates
also
it.
need to acknowledge that English isn't a language. It's three
More of a-
dialects in a trench coat that beat up other languages and go through their pockets looking for loose grammar.
Yes.
Hooray, my language can beat up your language.
By the way, Alex hates everything is the title of our new blog.
All right. So, Alice, you are going to get to the little house the fastest. And as you get there, yes, you can see that, there is smoke and there is fire. The door is also off of its hinges. So you don't need to worry about the door.
Awesome. I was ready to kick it open, but
I mean, I didn't need to worry about the door. It was open.
He locked it after you left.
God, I would hope. Could you imagine being told your door wasn't locked and your immediate reaction to when they leave going, it can stay unlocked?
Depends on the door.
So, what are you doing in your first round there, Alice?
Running and well, mostly looking. Is there someone inside, and do I need to pull them out?
So if you go inside, I'm going to need a fortitude check unless you don't breathe.
I can just hold my breath for a little.
Oh, that's part of what the fortitude check is for.
Oh, damn. Hey, I have a luck point.
Okay, I'll take a luck point.
I'm not accepting an 11.
Be cooler if you did.
I have a good fortitude. That's actually a 28 because I rolled a 9.
Okay. So, looking in, you can see that there is a young man who matches the description Harper gave you,
Uh-huh.
who is slumped over on the desk. There is also, well, fire.
Yeah, cool. Young man, grabbing him, getting out.
Okay, you can grab him and get out.
I don't know if he's alive or dead yet, but he's going to die if he stays in here much longer and isn't yet dead.
Correct.
So,
Sorry, Larry closed the window, and then I totally forgot. What are Harper, Larry, Orpheus, and Carrie doing?
well, Harper's running with me. Harper jumped.
Sorry, yes. Moon.
Moon.
Larry, Orpheus, and Carrie.
I'm gonna take the stairs.
Okay, so you'll get
Carefully,
there.
because it's dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down the stairs in the dark. This is gonna be the best sketch
No,
ever.
no, no, no. What happens is how he goes down the stairs is step 1, step 2, step 5, step 11, floor.
There are emergency lights.
So, by the way, everyone watching, this is the episode where we reveal kind of the true meaning of the title of the series.
Right?
Yeah. Someone cue the Benny Hill music.
Something in the dark, and you just hear someone running down the staircase going, bang, 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 bang.
No, there are emergency lights so that people can still. Obviously, the elevators do not work, but
The stairs.
stairs will work. So Larry is going down the stairs. Orpheus,
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Moon,
Also downstairs.
Carrie,
Harry looks around and says, "What the fuck, guys?" and then stays upstairs.
as point also reach over to Carrie, grab one of the children. You can tell me which one happens to get picked up, and we'll take a drone with us.
okay.
Yeah,
Um,
couldn't Carrie have technically flown herself out the window?
she
Good.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Also, doesn't like revealing that when there are regular people around.
And the question is, Carrie will fit through the window. Will
The
Carrie's
chair may not
chair
actually
fit
fit
through the
through the
window,
window.
right?
Yeah.
If she throws herself at it hard enough, it sure will.
Well, yes.
Or she could
Is
float
the
down the
window
stairs instead
organic?
of out the window.
She could
Is
float
the wood
out the
next
stairs.
to the window organic?
So you're,
Carrie-
you're telling me
Carrie, did you
the-
mispronounce it? I think you meant to say the regulars, with as much
Yeah,
score and duration as
Norms.
possible.
what that would just mean is the progression of that statement went from I'm going to go out the window, have safe fall. I'm going to go out the window, have acrobatics. I'm going to go out the window. My chair's going to make a toughness save at the bottom. I'm interested to see.
No, the chair flies.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Carrie can control it.
She's just coming out. She's just coming out the window, Kool-Aid Man style.
Yeah.
I came in my
Oh, yeah.
freaking bath.
All right. So,
People
then the
definitely
first
stay
round,
upstairs.
Alice has gotten to the lodge, or not the lodge, but the control house, and pulled the unconscious Cal out. Alice, you get a second round as Harper is pulling up. What are you doing?
Well, I'm realizing I don't know how to put out a fire
You sure don't.
because I wasn't around when fire extinguishers were a thing.
And the Jabberwock is just looking at it going, I'm not going to roll over it.
I mean, you could.
He could,
you
but
burnt pudding
Oh.
steak.
So she's kind of pausing, checking this guy for a pulse.
do you have treatment?
No,
You want to give me an intelligence check?
actually, I might have treatment. Hold on.
I'm going to say treatment cannot be used untrained, but if you have any ranks in it, you can check.
You don't check
do
for
have
pulse by
2
sticking
ranks
your
of
finger
treatment.
in his throat.
I mean, to be fair, Carrie has treatment, so
I have
maybe I.
A
Sure, I'm
2 in treatment,
Alex,
but I have
Alex,
it.
Alex accidentally kills him by strangulation, trying to check for a pulse.
Let me also use a luck point here. I repeat, I do have it, so this is not being rolled untrained. I had to check to make sure that was ranks.
Jemmy checks for treatment uncontrollably.
17.
Why you alive? Arr, arr, arr.
17?
Excuse me, are you alive? Please open your eyes.
That
Alice
is
was on her
more
own
than
for 5
enough
years.
to- What?
I said Alice was on her own for 5 years in Wonderland. She had to learn a little bit.
Sure. So you obviously you don't have medical equipment, so you got a -5, but that is still enough to diagnose injuries and ailments.
He's breathing.
He is breathing. He also seems like the fire hasn't been going long enough for him to be unconscious because of smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
But he seems to be not just unconscious, but labored breathing. Like you think he needs treatment, not
Yeah.
just.
He needs more help than I can give him right now.
Yep.
But he's alive and not inhaling any more smoke, which is a start.
Yes, correct.
If
Which
any
is
of
what
you,
I'm worried about.
yeah, if any of you say that, Carrie will make her way down there if you guys let her know
Yeah.
that he is Carol.
You gave me a comma after a bit, right?
I would assume so, yeah. I
I
don't
probably
think it
said
was,
that.
but the assumption would be made that she would have given you something.
I think you had to
That's-
come by the time you guys went to go see Mab. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't matter when you were seeing Mab, but
Right. So yeah, Alice will lead in and go, "Hey, our guy in here, we lost another face."
Yeah,
lost
it's Brandon.
Just
You guys could
hey.
stop competing for that. That would be great.
who did we lose this time?
Brandon. It would be
Brandon.
great because now I just swap again. It's not
Uh-huh,
just come back.
No, but she will lead into the comm and be like, "Hey, the guy out here, he's alive, but he needs help, and I don't have that."
Harper, you're there.
And then just kind of I don't know how to start a fire.
I got kicked again,
how
so I'm
big is
pretty
the
sure I
fire?
screwed up this.
Sorry, what was that, Wiki?
How big is the fire?
It's not small. It is at the rear of the building where the machinery that controls the
Uh-huh.
the
It's-
lift is. It's growing. It might be something that could be put out with a either power or clever explanation. It's probably more than you can put out with just the fire extinguisher on the wall, though.
I think you should just aggressively throw snowballs at it. Just windmill some snowballs.
I
Yeah.
think we need the Jabberwock to start throwing snowballs with his
Just
big claws.
Buddy the Elf style, like a Gatling cannon.
We lost Brandon again.
Well, we'll never get enough snowballs without Brandon here.
We didn't lose Brandon. We lost me.
No, we lost Brandon again. We just
No,
lost
I know,
him.
but
He's still
I
gone.
keep swinging into his place.
When Brandon comes back, though, it should fix automatically. I hope.
It should, if
I
you've
hope.
moved him.
I have moved him, so
I keep getting kicked for some reason.
So we
I
see.
think that's because I have to connect through my phone hotspot. So, and sometimes I think the signal just won't go. No.
Okay, so
All right.
Hey, Alice.
Yeah?
You know, if you were to grow big, you could probably throw big enough handfuls of snow on it too.
No, yeah, I can
step-
do that.
Step on it.
I'm not there yet,
So-
right?
I think if I
Harper
grow
will
big and step
say-
on it, I'm also gonna crush a lot.
Yeah, maybe don't crush the maintenance shed.
Harper will say, hey, get real big and step on it before it gets to the thing that will explode.
Understood?
If you have to crush the fucking shack, fucking crush it.
Okay.
Not a low lead, I just crush a lot.
What's the thing?
Um,
with-
And
Yeah.
then she will go down next to the guy who's like all and attempt to heal him.
Weird, creepy fucking.
I thought
And
she
it
could
will
do
not.
that.
No, it does not work.
Yeah.
Wait, why doesn't it work?
No idea, but it's not working.
So now you're just creepily rubbing blood on him? Yep, that's worse.
Oh,
No,
A
her
legitimate
No, it
question,
doesn't.
because last time you bled on him, right? Or you did something different?
No, it. So the weird black ichor tentacles of blood
Yeah.
that come out when she uses some of her powers, they sort of start to emerge from her eyes and ears and nose and pores and stuff. And then they kind of fizzle away. And she looks confused.
Alice just kind of goes and goes, I don't know if that was more terrifying than when it actually
Stop!
worked.
Stop!
So the team who were coming down the stairs, do any of you have accelerated movement? Okay, so it's going to take at least another 2 rounds for you to get there.
I'm flying in my chair. Can people just attach themselves to my chair?
That'll probably slow down your flight, though.
You don't have enough strength to carry people and move at your full speed.
Yeah.
Well,
and we need you
actually,
here fast.
no, because you can't use your minds to move humans.
But I could attach them with, I could use like their belt loops.
I think you're just gonna pants them.
I think it would be. I think it's hilarious to use like belt buckles, and they're like, you're like,
Yeah, it's more like a
they're
wedge.
they're being like carried
Claw machine.
along like Woody from his pull string.
I
Little
approve and disapprove of this plan at the same time.
The fact that the best case scenario of this is that we all get wedgies from hell makes me less inclined to see it as viable.
Part of my intent is to stop at the front desk for the first aid kit at the front. So
Okay.
I may be around behind to grab materials.
Seems
Oh
reasonable.
yeah, shit. I don't have any strength on my wheelchair.
No, the wheelchair is strong enough to move you.
Yeah. But if they're on the wheelchair, I can move the wheelchair with all of us. I can essentially throw us. in the
I'm just
wheelchair.
gonna keep running.
Yeah, I'm happy
Yeah.
rapping. This has gotten more and more dangerous.
Okay, so round 3. Alice, are you going to try to get big and
I guess.
give me a strength check?
Oh, great. I'm gonna burn my hand for this.
I mean, you're in big in strength, obviously.
I was about to just roll my normal, and then I went, crap, wait. I don't have that sheet open.
Well,
Be funnier if you did.
Sounds like a you problem.
I'm just gonna let the fire explode at this point. I swear to God. Keep annoying me. 31.
No, this isn't my world. I'm shit.
Yes, Alice, you are able to basically just grab handfuls of snow and toss it on the flame, and it smothers the flame.
Yeah, there's just that moment where she's like, wait, snow is just water, but frozen. So
Yeah.
instead of burning myself
Good
or
to see
crushing
science
things,
still works in Wonderland.
I mean, it's not rocket science.
I just
Um,
assume all snow is cocaine in Wonderland.
It pretty much is at this point. I don't trust the snow. I thought it would be fun to like catch snowflakes. Not fun.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I
The
guess
snow
it is
that-
depending on the person, but
the snow that isn't LSD is cocaine.
Or a singer from
Um,
Canada. Anyway.
All right, so Harper, you
Yes.
can't heal Cal. What else would you like to try to do?
is there anything that caused this?
So she will say under her breath, "What the fuck did you do?" And then
I didn't do anything this time. You did this.
Shh, trauma later. Go look for what caused this.
The fire is out now.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go into the remains of the little shed and start looking around.
All right. Give me an investigation check. All right. So
Got
remember,
me.
I earlier told you to don't spend that hero point.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one on the table for what it's worth too.
There is one on the table. That's true.
I just put it there.
No,
Well,
no,
no.
I mean,
There should have been a floating one on the table.
Oh, well, I'll use mine now, right now. So,
Okay.
24.
All right. So you're going to notice a couple of interesting things as you start looking around. First of all, the door was wide open, or not wide open, but was hanging askew.
Right.
Where the lock and latching mechanism should be, they aren't.
So,
Like no screws in the
You garbled out there, Steph, or Aunt Puppy.
so like as in like somebody ripped something off the hinges not there, or as in like someone unscrewed it.
No, more like cut away by an impossibly sharp laser or magical sword or
okay. And do I see the lock, like the mechanism itself at all?
nope. It's just gone. But there's more.
Okay, cool.
But
wait.
wait, there's more.
Please continue with the infomercial from hell.
In addition, a portion of the winch and cable mechanism for the ski lift is also just gone.
Okay, and we're talking, these are big pieces of machinery, right?
Yeah. Additionally, there is whatever happened had to have happened quickly because there's no signs of a violent struggle. So Cal must have been taken by surprise, overpowered, or whatever when this happened because there's no.
Yeah, that's not hard to believe.
There is some damage to the back of the house where the winch motor had already partially, part of it had exploded, and that's what actually started the fire. And finally, there are some muddy tracks on the floor near the winch housing. But they vanish just a few feet away.
Or not.
You have had enough experience with weirdness to get the impression that this is a case of either flight or teleportation from where they were, not just that they, faded, but like they stepped a few feet away and then either took to the air or teleported away.
All right.
There is some residue left behind the mud, but you don't have the tools to analyze that really.
I have residue here when you get here. And I do have tracking, so I'm sort of gonna look up and essentially try to see if I can use that to tell, was it a teleporting kind of thing or was it a flying kind of thing?
I'll allow it. Give me a perception check.
All right. We don't know how good I've been. 28.
I'm going to say that you can actually tell from some of the footprints that the last set of footprints before they vanish have the kind of pressure pattern that suggests that their heels came up off the ground,
right,
leaving the toe behind as if they took to the air, not as if they were teleporting.
We have a flyer.
And this seems like a perfect time for the rest of the team to arrive.
Point me towards the slime. I'm gonna go take a look at it.
Triage our near corpse.
Carrie,
Yeah,
Orpheus?
straight to the half dead body.
Okay.
I'm assuming Larry, you and I are doing it together.
Up to you.
Phrasing.
I mean, yeah.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Let's get corporeal, baby.
All right, figure out who's assisting and who's going to be the primary. Meanwhile, Marcus, I'm assuming you are going to be investigating.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate some goo.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a song to just try and help everyone out.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Play Informer by Snow Patrol.
No. But I will spend a hero point to inspire and give everyone +5 to their various roles.
With a plus
Alright.
5, I have a 34 on investigating.
All right, your investigation
Oh,
will immediately show that there are, in the mud, there are traces of copper. And from earlier investigations that you had been doing, you are aware that there is a closed-off copper mine on Mystery Mountain.
Curious.
And you would know where that is, which is, a couple of miles away, but could be gotten there pretty quickly, especially if you were letting Carrie put you on a platform and fly everyone.
I will let everybody know.
All right. So, treatment. Someone is aiding and someone is being the primary, I'm assuming?
I'm a gentleman, but I'll let a lady lead.
I have a treatment. Oh, I have a treatment 11.
Yeah, so you got this. I'll just aid you.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me the aid check, Larry,
That's +5 right now because of Orpheus.
because of Orpheus.
So
so you have to be
24.
5 on the aid and +5 on the actual roll.
Right.
Okay.
So, all told, Carrie, you have a +10 to your treatment check.
Motherfuck.
You do have a +10.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna use my hero point.
All right.
Again.
I mean, you've got plenty of them.
Yes, I do. I think I dropped it. My screen's all white, so I don't really know what's happening right now. So
It's
I'm too
snowing.
afraid-
That's what it is.
I'm too afraid to refresh anything because I'm like, I just don't want to lose anything. Mother fucking fuck.
Okay, so that goes to a 24, which makes it a 34.
Okay, I know, but like, still, that's super annoying. 2 shit rolls in a row.
It is.
Welcome to my world.
I have very little things I'm good at, and I cannot be bad at the things I'm good at.
I am very disappointed that you two didn't roll 40s.
Sometimes performance anxiety is a real thing, Professor. Don't let it get to you. It's okay. We'll get through this.
Okay, so Carrie, you are able to, you basically one of your drones kind of pops down next to him and does scans and turns into a portable display. You can tell that I'm something blank on it. Cal here has been poisoned. And in fact, because you already had this specific poison in your records, it is the same type of poison that Tom Hackett was poisoned with. You can definitely stabilize him, so he's not going to get any worse. And you can give him basically a bonus for the next check that he will make to recover.
Okay.
So can we locate another puncture wound on him?
Interestingly enough, no, there are no puncture wounds on him. There are no octopus sucker marks
Got it. That's curious.
Carrie will move, will look around and see in the debris, if she can find any sort of like board or something to put him on that she can, that we can use to get him out of the air, like float him out of the area.
I mean,
Sure.
if it's just poison, I'll carry him. If there's no trauma and no broken bones, I'll just carry him inside.
With as high as you rolled, you would realize that there is no danger for moving him that way. Yeah, there's not like any broken bones or internal bleeding or anything. Just
Just the poison.
Just the poison, which, yeah, since there is no puncture marks or wounds, you would have to assume would have either been inhaled or ingested.
What do I have in my backpack? Did I put a mask in my backpack? I don't think I did. Backpack.
All right, so you've all shared your information with each other.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So what's the plan, Stan?
Alice did reshrink. I didn't mention, but
I assumed.
she doesn't stay big for long. She just doesn't
Well-
like it.
I'll take Cal inside.
Yeah, get him some medical
I was
medical
about to say, get him to a
personnel.
hospital.
Right, I'll have
and,
him call an ambulance, and I'll tell him to keep him cold, which will slow circulation, so we'll slow the poison.
Should we figure out a cover story for how we put out the fire? Because people are going to ask, and I don't think the answer of I don't know if they saw, but in case they didn't,
I'd like
so-
to give you this exit survey. Did you see a 50-foot blonde woman recently?
only 30 feet.
So, Harper will pick up the
35
fire
feet.
extinguisher and blow
start
the
wasting
fire
it.
extinguisher shit everywhere. There.
Empty it, make it look like it did.
Yep. And I'd like to go to this this copper mine.
Yeah, I
Find
think
this
that's
son of a bitch.
that's a good idea. Should one of us try to look into developing a cure for this venom?
It's an antitoxin or way to delay it, since we know what it is.
I mean, I think we need a sample of the toxin before they can do that.
Can I
mean,
pull one from the
probably something
victim?
was poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that you guys are giving Carrie permission to draw blood.
I mean, he was just he was just poisoned, so it shouldn't be too diluted in the bloodstream yet.
If the more actiony people want to go to the copper mine while Carrie and I work on a cure, I think that's a good use of our time.
We're going on a trip.
Yeah, I
Hey,
feel like a copper mine would probably, I mean, she would be helpful in terms of she could move shit and like if things were caving in, she could catch them, but I don't think she'll be able to maneuver her wheelchair around. So
Just grabbing
where's
drone out
my-
of the sky. You're joining me.
So Harper will turn and look at Alice and go, "Where's my favorite pudding snake?"
On my shoulder. What's up? He's
We're
always
going to a
listening.
copper mine.
You've
you
got to stop calling me that.
You respond
Calling you
to
what?
it.
I am neither pudding nor a snake. I have feet.
Are you
Yes.
even?
because
They
I
are
have
a
feelings.
creature known to mankind, so they're trying to associate.
It's a we can call you a pudding lizard. It's an affectionate nickname.
It's
He
a
doesn't understand
hypochlorism,
affection.
to borrow stupid language from somebody I edit for.
I mean, I'm just gonna say my he doesn't understand affection. He's an asshole.
Yeah, so am I. I still know what affection is.
He doesn't. He's a dick.
Yeah, so is Harper.
Right.
He's
Exactly.
kind of personable thus far, but okay.
He is not
Uh,
personable. Wait until you get into a fight with him.
I would rather not.
He rips
So,
out part
anyway-
of my hair like a
I feel like while all you guys are talking, Carrie's just over there like drawing blood from the guy, and just like,
Before we change our
Fine.
mind.
he won't
like I'm not
notice.
letting this stand.
Oh no, Carrie's response is, okay, you can draw blood. Your response would be, oh cool, you mean I've already got it? I mean, yes, I just did this, wink.
I just did it. I swear, I just did it.
So-
I'll take Cal inside and then come back to join you.
Anyway, are you asking to hitch a ride on him?
Yes.
Jabberwock,
Yes.
can you grow big so we can hitch a ride?
I can. Yes.
Oh, come on, don't be like this.
Greatly
I
appreciate
promise to stop calling you a pudding snake, will you?
Very well.
Come on, you'll get to go kill things, maybe.
Do I get to eat someone this time?
It's poisonous, so you may want to be careful about eating it.
it. But possibly.
Do you feel poison? Does poison hurt you?
You've seen some of the things I eat.
I'm concerned about how most of the things you eat, but then again, I wouldn't recommend eating anything that was in Wonderland, and you did. So,
All right, so
we're off.
To see the wizard.
all right,
The
so
wonderful Wizard of Octopi.
Harper and Alice are riding the Jabberwock.
Larry, do you want to come with us, Babel? Can we have our demon friend?
Oh, I'll come with you. He's
Yay!
the other one's around, I'm sure, but yeah, I'll come with.
Larry,
Marcus is going
my
back
good man.
to work on a cure for the.
For the folks
Yeah.
who've been poisoned, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Mark and Carrie are gonna take over the honeymoon suite.
but I'm assuming that Carrie is still sending a drone with the heroes.
Correct.
I stand by the I picked one out of the sky and just went, you're coming with me now.
What about Larry?
Feels
Or not
Yeah,
Larry?
he's-
Orpheus.
I'm going with Cave.
I'm going with the cave.
Come on with the cave, people.
I like
I'm going
cave.
with the cave people.
All right. Well, in that in mind, I will put you all on a map.
A map, a
Um,
map.
We're all screwed now.
Sorry,
Oh,
I was laughing
no.
over. I heard he's a good man, and I'm just thinking of, oh, he is a jolly good man, though.
Well, Harper's like, Larry, my good sir, you are made of people.
Babel is made of demon.
It's a map
Yeah.
of the ark.
Would he be? Is Babel immune to poisons?
I've never tried to poison him, so I don't know.
Can we try? Can
We
try
don't
on the
know
way
yet.
there? Does he come back?
Let's find out.
Alice doesn't know
see.
he's immortal.
Carrie loves experiments.
Just to reiterate a previous point from early in this episode, I'm in danger.
No, I just love that Alice is also, while we're on the way, will turn and go, like, just to Larry quietly and go, am I going to get in trouble if I behead anyone here?
Maybe. I don't know who's in there. So
If they're not human, am I allowed to behead them?
still a maybe.
I feel like Larry's just like a very overwhelmed dad. Just like, guys, I don't fucking know what you can and can't do yet.
How about this? Start with hello, and if the response is rah rah rah, you will probably be free to do as you will.
Okay.
If it says hello, take a second, build a
And then we
dialogue.
have-
Right? And I start with hello,
And
I tell
people, and you
I tell you what, Alice.
hello.
Alice, listen for the key phrase. If one of us says behead the motherfucker, then you can.
That seems a bit harsh, but if it makes you feeling better, I'm happy to stick my neck out first and say hello.
So wait, we
Hitting people.
by one of us, you mean one of you?
Well,
I
one
mean-
of the people here.
Cool,
One
cool,
of the
cool.
people who has qualms about murder.
That's what Harper was getting at.
I mean, Alice will also stand by the. I mean, the Jabberwock will tell me right away to go behead it. So, like,
Yes, but no, he'll tell you, can I eat it first?
well, if I behead it, the normal answer is yes, you can eat it.
And we'll get that bridge when we get there.
All
So,
right. So when you guys arrive at the mine, you can easily find the entrance. However, the mine entrance is heavily boarded over, and there are signs around the area that are marked "Closed mine, hazardous terrain, keep out."
Oh no.
I have a big black screen.
we
Anyway,
called it a mine.
It's down in the entrance is down in the lower left corner.
Yep,
I-
that's
You
where
need
my
to s-
that's where my token is, and I can see the stoplight, but I can't see anything else.
You got to turn your flashlight on.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I don't think we have light.
There is not currently a light source.
That's what I mean. You got to turn your flashlight on.
I have a Jabberwock. I just trust him.
I
If
don't
you
have
guys,
a flash.
if anybody has a drone, they have a light source.
Ah,
Yay!
that's true. There is a drone. I will put light on the drone.
I did
I was
grab the
like-
drone out of the air, so I have the drone.
I was like, I could see, sort of,
Yeah.
mostly.
Jabberwock could see, so that's why I didn't know I couldn't see, because the Jabberwock can senses, so he can see fine in the dark.
All right. You should all be able to see at least a little bit now.
Yep.
Hey.
I'm on walkie. We're all
Yeah.
on walkie.
Orpheus might be really stubborn about the whole concept of dying, but he is still otherwise a normal human.
Hop on the Jabberwock. Thank
I'm
you.
assuming that you are going to ignore the boarded over doors or the boarded over entrance.
I mean, the answer I have to it is, oh no. Anyway,
Yes, but before we do that, I am going to look around to see where the person or thing we are looking for went in or out of.
Quite
Sure,
often, a
I'll
lot
look
of
for
mine
that.
shafts have an air shaft that comes up to supply that, so they may be going in through there.
Possible. Give me a perception check.
Cool. Boop. 28.
Um,
Hey.
So as you are looking around, you notice that the boarded over section
Mhm.
is actually mechanized and set to open. It's a secret door.
Cool. Well, I'm going to open the secret door.
Okay. And that will put you where you actually are on the map.
Yay.
And when you say
Great.
mechanized, like Howard,
Yeah, in fact, like it opens automatically once you touch the door.
Did you give Alice control of the drone?
I think it's just on me.
Because I
I
can't
think
move it.
you can't.
Mm-mm.
I can't either. I can't even steal the drones.
Make sure that you're, because there's both a drone and a stream camera there. You should be able to move it. They are.
Maybe I was grabbing the stream camera then. It's so dark, I can't see anything. Okay. Yoink. Next to Alice.
Yep,
Yay!
you can move it. Okay.
The little drone I took out of the air and put on my shoulder.
So just to quick heads up, she moved that and the light didn't change. So it looks like the light is on the stream camera, not on the
Yeah.
the drone.
You are correct.
drone.
I'm putting you all back in darkness.
No!
Ah, not me. I can see.
Harper,
I
hold
can
me.
still see once again because of Jabberwock.
Larry,
like that
hold me.
My thing just says Carrie's eyes, and that feels very creepy and ominous.
I'm kind of freaked out because I'm counting 3 hands.
All right.
Jabberwock.
Orpheus, you cat. Yeah.
We're off.
Yeah,
I'll just
actually,
move the Jabberwock. Everyone come with.
So, I'm actually going to say, hold on. Alice,
Okay. Yes?
Jabberwock,
Yes.
want to stealth ahead a little bit? Give us a
I'll
scout?
trust Jabberwock to do that because I cannot.
You can't stealth?
Don't you
I
get
can
little?
stealth. I can't see unless I
see.
bring the light.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
You can send the drone
Right.
for
But
But
like,
then that's not stealthy.
I
It's
can send the
true.
Jabberwock ahead though, and if he shrinks, he can conceal himself in shadows, and
He's
he is
invisible.
practically invisible.
Yep.
Actually, he doesn't even have to shrink if it's dark.
That's true.
To be fair, I
Could be
don't
fair.
think we put a qualifier on there with the light.
What?
I mean, you could probably turn it on and off.
They don't have. I have not given them the ability to. I haven't given them any extra sources of
So,
like.
if we absolutely have to, I'll turn on the light on my cell phone and make your drone hold it in its little hands.
You've got the points that the drones can have light as a 1-point feature.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's cuter
No,
if
I
he's
was
holding
meaning
a cell phone.
like seeing in the dark or like night vision. Like I haven't given him any sort of other vision,
No,
but
no.
technically the concealment doesn't say anything about light.
We're hand waving it. We're giving you light.
No, I'm meaning like it says that it's concealed and invisible when not attacked. It doesn't say that the light isn't also concealed.
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
say if you were a little ball of light,
Yeah,
you're
no.
not concealed in the dark cave.
Yeah, yeah.
Just it
Don't worry,
doesn't
Alright.
say-
he is invisible.
That's one of
in
those
shadows.
things that the
It's
law of
okay.
the common sense rule applies.
So,
He's invisible in shadows. It's
Jabberwock
good.
is shooting forward invisibly.
Yes, he is. I mean, he's not invisible. He's just shadow.
Right. Okay. As Jabberwock moves through that corridor, there are 3 ghostly images that appear in front of him.
And he's not a fan of that. He can't eat those.
They appear to be miners from the early 1900s.
Minor. Okay.
Right, 7-year-olds.
Helmet,
from 19
pickaxe, hammer.
Mine
It took me a
or
second.
not mine or.
To be
Hey,
fair, both could apply if they're from the 1800s.
That's what I was
That's
gonna
fair.
True.
What's that 12-year-old got a pickaxe?
But so you see these 3 workers in the mines. They
Thank
are
you.
translucent, glowing with a green light, and a deep, hollow voice booms out: "Leave this place! Leave this place, or suffer its curse!"
Does
That's
this look
just
like real or is this bullshit?
Give me a perception check. Well, Jabberwock, give me a perception check.
I mean, I speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure the Jabberwock agrees with me on this one.
Mhm.
Oh, this looks like it's bullshit. 22.
Well, Jabberwock does notice that there are little projectors up in the screen that seem to be
Yeah.
projecting
this is
them out in
bullshit.
speakers.
But we can hear the sound too, right?
Oh yeah, everyone can hear it.
And Alice is just gonna go, Jabberwock, is this real?
No.
Thought so.
Great.
Break it.
Well,
He's upset he couldn't eat it.
so
Break it.
stealth is out at this point, so we're gonna let's go deal with people.
Yeah.
Hop
This
on
is
the
the
Jabberwock.
person.
He goes fast. Let's go, buddy.
Carrie. Need light.
Here, your light.
Little light
What'd you
of
say?
mine,
We need your
Bring
light.
the light.
I'm gonna let it shine.
I'm coming.
Bring me the lamp. The rest of the treasure is yours, but the
Little
lamp
light
is
of
mine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
How far in
Let it
front?
shine, let it shine.
Technically, Alice is up here,
Let it
so
Okay, dude, this camera is super confusing when I keep trying to grab the stream camera, and I'm like, why are you moving? Hey, there you
Also-
go.
Put a
Look at
little
the
dot.
Kickstarter
Can we
map.
put a little dot on her drone, please?
We can, yes.
Hold on, how do I do?
my friend.
There we go. It's got a dot.
Alright, hold on. Jabberwock, move.
Sniper,
towards
get down. Sorry.
this. You can move into them now because they're fake, so. I'll move the body once his head gets stopped, you know?
Sure.
He can see off that way. I can't, so I'm kind of trusting his lead here.
So you're going up towards, assuming
The
that the top
juncture.
of the map is north. There is a little bit of a junction. You could go to the left or to the right. The right
I
seems to
found-
open out into a larger cave. The left seems to continue north.
Let's go right. To the
Can I
over to the right.
Can you?
can I do a little tracking roll here just to see if I can see
Oh yeah.
what direction seems to be the one that's used?
Sure.
Smart. That's smart. Jabberwock has tracking. Can he help you?
Either one of
And
you
he-
should make it.
Can he make the roll?
What's
Um,
his?
yeah.
Hold on.
And in fact, Jabberwocky has the benefit of, he's not looking for physical tracks. He tracks by scent.
Yes, he does. So let me roll his really quick. Well, not much better of a roll, but
Right, but if I'm aiding him,
that does
Then
add.
a 10 is all you need to aid, right?
yeah, you'll add 2.
So that's a 20.
So Jabberwock is actually going to pick up competing
You know what?
scents.
Oh,
There is a scent that goes off towards the left, and then there is also a different scent that goes up more towards the right. The scent that goes off to the left has some unpleasant similarities to what he could smell surrounding our Cal when Cal was unconscious.
so left is our current issue. I'd say we go left. And then we
Does
check
And
up
what
the
one
does
to the
right.
right smell familiar at
I-
all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will ask, what does the right smell like?
He says, it's not a familiar scent, but there are 3 different humans. The woman is wearing cheap perfume.
You know the difference between cheap and expensive.
Yes. Generally, you don't let me eat the people who have expensive perfume.
I don't let you eat most people who have perfume on.
It's not a monster.
Who
No,
else?
he's absolutely a monster.
He is a monster.
She
What are you
won't let
talking
him
about?
eat.
He's a discerning monster.
No,
So
she's a discerning monster feeder.
Do we want to go to the people or to the fish?
So do we want to split up or do we want to stay together?
I mean,
We should
I feel
probably
like we
stay
should
together.
stay together.
Let's go left, deal with the current problem, and then we can deal with the source after.
All I worry is that they will be able to sneak out past us if they hear a commotion.
Exactly.
Harry, your drones, they can detect electronic fields, right?
No.
No, but I can. Ish.
Well,
Can't like if someone tried to zap you with something, I wouldn't be able to tell that, but I could tap into the electronics and determine what's happening to it.
more if the door is operated off of, I would imagine this far out, it's probably not connected to the grid, so a generator. We just cut it off from the generator, the door's not going to open.
Correct. But if you can get me to the door, I can open it because I can move it.
I would rather just
We're
stay
talking about
closed.
we're talking about the door into here, the secret door we came through. The
If-
escape route.
If we can keep it from being open, so they're stuck in here with us until we deal with them. I mean, to be fair, let's go back and get Lara hop off and go over that way. Harper, come with me if you don't mind.
Okay, which way are we going?
We're
Back
gonna
toward
go-
the entrance?
Yep.
Okay. Harper will hand you her hand.
Take it and action. Take the drone too, because we'll need it to see. Well, probably not. We're not going that far.
Yeah, no, 'cause I will just lead you back to the door.
All right. I mean, like anything, there's a power source, so we can just cut into that or cut the cords. They're not opening it without force. And when we need to do that, well, we have several of us who can deal with the door if necessary. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't think if it's not connected to the grid, I can't do anything with it without
That's
being
fine.
there.
we'll just do stage 1 vandalism.
So it does not appear to be connected to like a generator. Give me a technology check.
Me?
Whoever is looking at the door.
Unless there's a battery.
Did you take me with you or did you leave me behind?
Nope, it's just the 2 of us at the moment. I will attempt to aid. And I will fail to aid because that is my 3rd natural 1 of the night.
Ow.
Use the table hero point.
3rd natural 1.
Use the table hero point.
Okay, fine.
I'm moving in. 0
That's a
points, and it's
24. So
10 to 10.
I'll take the 18 to a 20 or a 23.
So it appears to be, yes, it is a battery, but it is extremely high tech and very cleverly concealed. Whoever built this is good.
can I just reach in there and rip it out?
Yeah.
Okay. You're real
Carrie will
good.
be Carrie will be like, can you hold on to it so that I can take a look at it when you come back?
Yeah. She'll shove it in her backpack and then lead Larry back through the dark.
Thank you. Sometimes I guess good old fashioned breaking things works.
Are you coming, sir?
Yep, I'm coming.
There we go. Okay.
All right. So, what is the plan?
Going
We're
left.
gonna go. Yep, go toward the stinky smell.
All right.
The human smell.
For no particular reason,
Oh God.
No,
I
no.
think that I would like to have the party roll
Roll
initiative
Next time.
Yeah.
next time
Oh.
because
I love that I know my dad well enough that I was like, roll initiative. Next
Can we
time.
roll now, or are we gonna roll?
Go ahead and
when
we'll roll next time.
Hey, Carrie, it
Okay.
sounds like everybody else is having a bad time. Good luck, though.
Oh, don't get too comfortable.
Science bros.
Don't
What
get
is
too
that?
comfortable.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah, well, it's kind of what I wanted to be with Carrie, just in case there was a problem.
So, thank you all for joining us tonight. Around our network, Freedom League Dark will be back tomorrow. We are deep into Origins prep, so I imagine you'll see something about that on either our website or our Patreon this week.
You'll
And,
probably
of
just see
course-
us on the Discord screaming.
Or you could just join us on our Discord and see us screaming. And of course, we will be back here next week for more Something in the Dark and for Brandon's birthday.
And
If-
yours.
If you enjoy what we are doing and would like to read any of our awesome Patreon-only content, please come support us at our Patreon at patreon.com/UntoldStoriesProject. Again, by way of attribution, tonight's adventure is a heavily modified but drawn from Astonishing Adventures Menace on Mystery Mountain by Mutants and Masterminds creator Steve Kenson. Heroes, I'm going to give you all a chance to say goodnight and plug anything you'd like to plug, and I will start with the birthday girl.
I don't have anything. Just hold on. Where is it? Play game. Jemmy.
Thank you all for watching. It's a lovely time whenever we get to hang out here a few. I realized my mistake as I was finishing this Coca-Cola can. It is 10 o'clock and I'm gonna have to go to bed eventually. And I fear that won't happen.
That's just because you're so excited about the game next week.
Yes, but that is also a mistake on my part. So I will say, be smarter. Don't drink caffeine right before bed if you have a problem going to bed. Because I feel mean, I'm going to steal Deuce's thing. And hey, because Origins is coming up, go to Norse Foundry to get some shiny math rocks. Because who doesn't want more shiny math rocks? We all like the bling bling. I don't remember our coupon code, but I think we post it in the chat occasionally.
USP Norse.
USB Norse. But all lowercase.
Capital
don't
USP,
think it
capital
matters.
N.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but if it does.
I don't know if it matters either. Go get shiny blink. We have a discount, and hey, we like it. Remember, we wouldn't have to do such a long walk back to the beginning of the mine if you're trying to look for a door. If you were playing a speedster, just saying. Plus, it wouldn't have taken so many rounds to get to the person who's injured. You would have been right there. Just saying. So, have fun. Play a speedster. It's my partner in crime, Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. However you do, those who watch us live, always loving having you. Those watching after the fact, leave a comment. Tell us how good we're doing, how bad we're doing, what you would do instead. And as a bonus, anyone who brings Norse Foundry dice and plays any of my games could end up with a free hero point or fate chip. You never know. I'm an easy shill, and it takes about that much convincing for me to do crazy things like that. So show off your cool stuff and your cool purchases, and maybe get some extra cool stuff for anyone who's going to join us. We'll say always fun. I was a little perturbed when 3 people decided to do their impersonation of a speedster and jump out a window. What suspense is that? It's just silly. And if I was a speedster, I would have had the cool moment of walking through the dark with Harper. It added suspense, like a moment of closeness bonding, and maybe Harper was going to stab me in the back or cut my head off. I don't know, but you don't get
Wait,
that
do
if you
I
just
not-
zip
Do
everywhere.
I just not exist?
But when we walk back to the front door, we had light then. So speedsters, look at all the stuff you missed by running past it. Slow down a little. Enjoy the ride.
I forgot. Also, we do have speedsters at our table, so if you sign up to play the USP Mega event, you might be able to play one of our USP speedsters.
Not at my table. I'm going to kick you out. Anyway, so with that, go to one half of the 2-person band, Brandon.
I got nothing tonight. If I don't break a hip in the next week, I will see you all on my birthday, which is very exciting.
How old are you gonna be?
And as always, be kind to people, especially yourself. Alex.
Yeah, nothing that nobody else has said, but thank you again for hanging out with us. Come back tomorrow. You could hang out with us as we get into some shenanigans over in Ravenloft, dealing with the dragon and a couple of leftover Guardians of Haven. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll pass it over to Wiki.
I'm Wiki, and I have nothing. Thanks. Bye.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Okay, bye.
So cute.
Aaron.
Well, that is it for those of us here at the Untold Stories Project. Until next time, be careful out there and make sure that you don't run into something in the dark. Bye.